I'm curious, do you feel like you're living your life in a race car on a crowded freeway, swerving left, swerving right, dodging cars, and suddenly you stop and you ask yourself, who am I right now? Where am I going? And how am I going to get there? Where is your life's GPS system taking you? While we're all living these fast paced lives with modern technology, business evolution, and shifting methods of communication. And here I am, Cheryl Lyons. I'm going to teach you how to accelerate your personal and professional success. Well, first tip, I'm going to ask you to slow down in order to accelerate your success. And please give me 7 to 8 minutes of your valuable time, and I will teach you one major tip, one key distinction that will accelerate your success. So while you're slowing down, I want you to breathe. And that reminds me of Josh Groban's concert, December of 2010, which is just a couple of weeks ago. And it was a Streamline concert, Illuminations, one of my favorite songs, Hidden Away. But more importantly, or at least I feel is important, Josh was asked a question, what he wanted for Christmas. And he said, this is kind of a pageant answer. But he said, I want everybody in the world to slow down and just breathe. Just take a breath. So while you're breathing, you'll slow down. And I want you to do the next step, and that is to reflect. I want you to reflect the year. And it doesn't have to be January. I'm in January 2011, but it could be any month, any time. You can be very successful, maybe not where you want to be. It really doesn't matter. Because as one of my mentors and role models, Jim Rohn, used to say, he says, reflect the day, reflect the year, reflect the month. He said, and remember and feel, but also learn the lessons. So I want you to take a year and reflect back. And as you do this, you will take some things and move them forward with you. You'll do some completions, some letting go, and then there are some certain situations with people that I would like to discuss in more depth. All right. So a good way to explain this to you, though, is a metaphor. Remember when we were all children and we had a plate of food? All of us had at least one parent who would say they wanted us to have good eating habits. So whether it's finish everything on the plate or some of each food group. Anyway, what would happen is we as children got very creative. Feed it to the animals, put it in the trash, maybe put it in a napkin to the restroom. I think the brave ones, personally, I feel, were the ones that took the big gulps of food and swig of milk and downed it really quick. But either way, this is me saying I'm giving you permission or almost insisting that you clean off your plate in whatever way works for you. Whatever doesn't taste good and you don't want anymore, get rid of it. Okay? Now, some things do need some completing. Complete. Now, I want to take you forward because what this means for you is once you deal with the situations that have people involved, this will make a huge impact on your life. And I want you to look at situations where you might have to clarify some communication. And if there's communication that must be clarified, maybe you might want to ask for forgiveness at times. Maybe you feel others owe you an apology and it doesn't seem they're going to give you an apology. It may be important for you to get past who was right and who was wrong and just say, okay, this is a situation. I will send peace to this person. I will forgive them. And I will either let the situation or the situation and the person go from my life. It all depends. And then human nature is for us to focus on our mistakes and our failures. So I'm going to ask you to look at your mistakes and failures, but not to focus on them for very long. Learn the lesson, see what you can learn from the situation, and then many times it's important that we forgive ourselves. I want you to forgive yourself for anything that you feel did not measure up to who you feel you should be. And this is not easy, and I know this. All right? This is why I think this is so important to mention the value of forgiving yourself. Once you do, then I also want you to keep with you those moments that took your breath away. You know, it's like when you go to a really nice restaurant and get this great meal, you don't want to throw those leftovers away. You want to take them home and you want to savor them another time. Well, those moments that take your breath away, you want to keep those forever. Okay? So whether it's your personal, professional, your financial, your relationships, your health and wellness, every area of your life, like I said. And you're going to have moments that take your breath away in every single area of your life. Tony Robbins states that one simple key distinction and slight change in your direction will make a huge difference later on. I had the opportunity to work for Tony Robbins in the 1990s, early 1990s, and I've seen this happen over and over again as we worked through the franchises and some of the courses and facilitated and coached people, and it's phenomenal. So I really, truly want you to take some, even if it's just one distinction with you. So while I was reflecting this last year, I had the opportunity to just, well, I did. I was working a lot of hours. I want to take my business to a new level, and it's really fun. And I decided one night to take a break. And during that break, I turned on the television set and I watched the movie Pay It Forward, which I've seen many times before. And yet this time I learned something else very valuable. And if you've never seen that movie, it's about a young boy who's got a school project, and it's about a gift of giving to others, and then their role is to pay it forward. And I'm not going to tell you anymore because you must see it, and I highly recommend box Kleenex when you do see it because it's really incredible. Well, during this part of the movie where I kind of tapped in, it was when it spread clear across the nation, and people were just talking about, wow, how great this kid was, and he's like in front of the news media, and he's like, no, people don't get it. Paying it forward is not easy. It's not doing what's easy. It's doing what's difficult. And so many people are unhappy and living unhappy lives and staying where they're comfortable because it's all they know. They're afraid. They're afraid to do something different. They're afraid to break through what's ever preventing them from being happy. And so what he's talked about is he says that people are so afraid of change that they stay where they're at and nobody wins. Everybody loses. And as I watched that, I asked myself, I thought, wow, look at my life the last, gosh, year or 2 years. And I won't go into what's been going on in my life and the challenges, but I thought, what can I do for other people? Because a lot of people have gone through challenges in the last year, especially. And I have my program that I've had, How to Clarify Your Next Vision, that I created years ago. And I've seen the results with many of my clients and so forth and so on. And I decided I wanted to share this. And the reason I want to share this is how to clarify your next vision is that I want you to live the lifestyle that you want. I want to accelerate that opportunity for you because you go back in time and you want your past to be like that rear view mirror in your life. And I want to tap into your dreams and part of you as a child. And then we go into the present moment. And then I want to take you into the future and create an emotional attachment to a vision that you have for yourself. But by doing that, what I feel is so unique and special is that I want you, this is all about you. I want you to see your strengths. I want you to see your successes. I take you back in time so I show you that you are your own hero. You truly are. And as you go back in that time and you see those qualities about yourself, that's what's going to help you accelerate your success. So this program is 60 minutes long, and I know you get a lot of free offers and so forth and so on. It's hard to decipher what's what, but please know this is from my heart to you. It truly is. And it's in 3 sections. I wanted to make sure I did a short video, 7 minutes or so, with a tip so that I can connect with you prior to each section because I want you to get the most valuable possible in this entire audio program. So I want you to know this truly is from my heart. Just put your email address in there. And if this isn't for you and you feel you've got all the success you want, I commend you very highly because there are many people out there who already have this within themselves and they already know it. All of us can learn from each other. Then please pay it forward and send this to somebody else that you know would benefit. Or maybe they know somebody who benefits. And they might not learn it from me. They may hear something that triggers something in their memory or a conversation. It doesn't matter where it comes from, as long as everybody has the opportunity to live the lifestyle that they choose. And you know what? It's not always slow pace. Yes, many times we have that roller coaster ride, but wouldn't it be a lot more fun if you can enjoy the roller coaster ride? So live your life and pay it forward from Cheryl Lyons to you.